All right, folks, we're going to be talking about Ting. We're going to talk about the installation, DirecTV streaming, all sorts of things and more. And I want to welcome to the program Kush Badat and Martin Rosa from GRF. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you. Good
Thanks
morning.
for having us.
So the questions continue. The installation's going on. It's ongoing. But, you know, I think as we get closer, people start to go, well, now, wait, what's happening, right? And maybe they weren't paying attention before, but now people are starting to kind of get a hold of the idea that, hey, there's big changes coming to our cable. So let's talk about why is the cable going away in the first place? What's going on?
Well, one thing is the rising costs in cable programming. The networks realize that this is where they need to go to make any kind of money, and it's like those communities that haven't transitioned from packetized or channelized cable TV to a streaming system, they're taking advantage of that. So those costs have been rising, and so we're getting ahead of it, and I'm really happy that we've got, Paul's been all over this thing with being able to get us, and also to our infrastructure that we have now, our hybrid system is breaking. It's
old technology, right?
It's old,
it's 70s and 80s kind of stuff.
You know.
Well,
I don't know about
60s,
70s.
really.
Yeah, we're going way back, but it definitely getting us into today's technology that we need to be in order to.
Not important to say that it is today's technology, but important to mention that the thing that we have, our infrastructure, is 30 plus years, and that's breaking.
Exactly.
Right.
And we can't even go out and say, I want to replace this.
They don't make them anymore.
They don't make them anymore.
They don't make the
We
hardware.
need to find the guy who can repair it. And fortunately, we have people working for us who can tinker with it and get it working for that amount of time. So we need to be fast enough to change it so we don't get, black screen.
Right. So not only is it's an old infrastructure in the first place, but as you said, the rising costs. So there's a number of factors that said now's the time to pull the trigger on this new kind of installation. What's going on? And so let's talk about the transition. We're going to have DirecTV streaming, right? That's the next
For the television,
step
yes.
on the TV side of things. That's the thing that I think is most going to impact people when they turn on that television. How is it going to work? What's it going to be like? And how are we going to transition from what we have and what we're going to have?
The way I look at it is that people will have to. It's not going to be much different. It's like turning your TV on today and you have channel blah 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 on 2, 3, 4, 6.
If I travel, go to a hotel, the TV works like a regular TV.
Correct.
It might be a different system.
It might take a few minutes to understand how to use it, but it's just like that. And also, one last thing to make sure that everybody knows and ensures to install our TV6 app or
Village television.
Village television.
Right on their phone.
Yes,
on that.
Oh, on your television. You download the app.
Okay, right.
On the Gemini box or the cable box.
No, it goes your smart TV. Well, the smart TV that you have, you can download the app.
Right, you can bring apps down.
Okay. Well,
As far as yes,
we'll get to the
TV6 will be available in that such.
So DirecTV, most people think of that as a satellite service, but it is a stream. We're going to be streaming it here in the village. So we're not going to have a bunch of satellites up on the roofs of people's places, right? And that option is going to be the exclusive option beginning in the third quarter of 2026.
Yeah, it's already on my phone. So wherever I travel, I can see
you
it.
still have the options of having the other streaming apps. That Netflix and
my Hulu and all those
Hulu
kind of
and Disney Plus, all those will still be available now with the DirecTV package that we're getting. We're also going to get Max, Paramount Plus, and Showtime as part of this deal. We are getting the DirecTV at 75% discount from a single subscriber. It would normally be about $99 a month. We're getting it for $25 a month. That's not a bad deal.
And these premium channels are included in that, so there is no additional cost.
Yeah, I don't have to do new subscriptions, things like that.
Correct.
For that, right?
So HBO and Cinemax or whatever those few channels that you mentioned, correct? You don't have to pay for it. Right now, I
It's
pay
included
for
in
HBO.
the 25, yes,
Today,
correct.
I pay for HBO $15 a
Right.
month.
Yeah,
So that is a great saving.
And it won't be coming in on cable anymore. It's going to have the new fiber network that's being installed by Ting as we
Yes.
speak, right?
Yeah.
As those things are still going on. So like we talked about in terms of cost, internet, $40 a month, right? DirecTV stream, $25 a month. It's combined $65 a month beginning in January 2027 in terms of the assessments. So how are people going to see this on their bills? Is it going to be just part of something that they're naturally paying for through their HOA fees? Is it something that's going to come to their house?
Let me get into this. The $65 would be included in the HOA fees. Today, everybody is paying out of two pockets. West Coast Internet from this pocket and
HOA.
television out of this pocket.
Correct.
Right? So now it's not going to be two separate things. You'll have to forget that you pay a separate bill. It will be reduced. There will be a reduction in the HOA bill and an increase in the HOA bill, totaling to $65 for the whole television internet cost.
Now, you can get better or other subscription packages with DirecTV on a subscriber base level. So, like if there's sports channels and
Right.
extra movie channels that you want, that'll be on a per subscriber basis.
That is separate, and
Yeah,
you
that
pay
would
for
be
it
separate.
But
the
yeah.
baseline one is that.
Yeah, I think it's 108 channels,
Right.
plus those other features that I was
Plenty.
plenty.
It's a lot. I don't think we are going to even touch 10% of that. You get stuck with whatever you want. There's not so many hours in the day to watch all this channels.
Now, what if somebody comes to you and says, I don't want any of this. I don't want Ting. I don't want any of these things in my house. Is that actually an option, or is this something that's kind of like this is the way it has to be because of the way the village is set up and the way it's wired?
That's a tough question for people to understand. And I want them to understand this, and I'm going to talk very slowly about this. And that is, when they moved into the house, when they bought the place or moved in, there was a phone jack, a TV jack, and all that ready. So all you did was go and connect your cable to the TV jack. If you don't let the Ting people come in and install, then when this house is sold and when they move out or whatever change takes place, it will be it will not be there for the new owner. At that time, somebody will have to pay $200-300 for this installation. So it is better to get it installed. If you don't like to have it in your that red light, blue light, whatever show up, just pull the electrical plug and put it on the floor. But it is better to get the installation done. It is like a service that you are doing, and obviously at this point it would be a good idea to get into this, if you don't mind.
Sure.
There is a cable modem in the house right now, so that you can use your internet. It's got 3 blue lights, so that will go away and this will come in its place. There is a way to screw it into the wall, and a power cable from here will go into the power jack, right? So this will give you internet. At the same time, a wire from here will go into this router.
Anywhere from 5 to 10 feet away.
Yes.
That is the Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi.
unit.
This will power, in the sense, it will enable you to use Wi-Fi for at least 100 or 120 devices.
Right. So these are the items coming into people's homes with this installation.
And these are
will-
property of Ting.
This will belong to Ting. So when you sell, move, whatever, don't take it with you. Just leave it. I'm going to ensure that Ting finds a label that goes on this device, both these devices. Yeah, it's important for people to know that this belongs to Ting, not even to Laguna Woods Village. So it is their property. Leave it for them, and leave it for the next owner or next person who's going to occupy it. So if you don't like to use it, don't use it.
And this will be installed in the living room.
Correct.
For most parts. There will be some cases where it might have to go into the bedroom,
Oh.
but they can be placed far
Right.
away from the bed.
Depending on the layout of the house or residence, it might be wherever the
Yeah.
best service is going to be.
I know that I've seen many floor plans, and they are about between 900 to 1,000, 1,100 square feet. Most 90% of them, the units, correct?
Well,
so there are some which are more.
80 to 90, I'm not quite sure what the percentage
okay,
is.
whatever.
Yeah.
Percentage is not important. We don't want to get into that detail. But some of them, this is good for 1,500 square feet or 2,000 square feet, the white box.
Yeah.
So if that unit is larger than the 1,500 square feet, Ting will give you 2 of these.
Okay.
Yeah. To put it
Second
on
one
two-
acting like a mesh.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
it will
Expand your
cover
So
the
make sure
whole-
it kind of covers the
Like-
whole house no matter where you are. So no
Correct.
dead spots.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it will be adequate, not adequate, it will be more than efficient. So if there's any issue, you can always call Ting, just like you call the TV station right now, and they will be manning that place and they will come down and make it right.
Right.
And so from now, for starting, when will people stop getting the bill from West Coast,
They will-
West Coast Internet?
They will get the bill or will not
When
get.
will that kind of go? What's the timeline on that?
Currently, it's supposed to be December 2026.
Okay.
Is when West Coast Internet will cease to exist.
Okay.
So if you don't change over to Ting, your TV and your internet will stop working.
Okay.
Yeah. And the billing will stop. The last bill is for the month of December 2026.
Okay.
January 27, everything will change over to Ting.
And it's going to be a matter of personal preferences and how much you use your home internet.
Right.
If you don't use it that much, if you feel like once you have the Ting up in your house, they're going to be testing and taking it down and up and sometimes over the next year. But for me, and I can only speak for me, when I get the Ting, I don't foresee a need to keep the West Coast, and I'll probably cancel it for me.
Right.
Others,
You can't cancel anything until December 2026.
I can cancel West Coast anytime.
You'll have to continue
The
to
debate
pay even if you
continues.
cancel.
I think we'll
That's our
talk about that. I think we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Because
Well, let's talk about what Ting needs a little help from residents in terms of
Oh,
the
absolutely.
installation part, right?
Yes.
So activation is going to be coming in. They're going to have to do a pre-installation in the homes. So what should people do to make sure that goes smoothly?
The main thing is that you pay attention to, like, you're getting a 60-day notice of when they're going to arrive, a 30-day, 7-day, 3-day, 1 day. It's like, make that your place available to them when they come.
Right.
And
Before that, make sure that the email address.
Make sure your current
and
phone
the
and email.
phone is
Oh, absolutely.
current with-
Your contactability, yes,
That's
is
the most
critical.
important part.
having them know how to get a hold of you is critical.
Yeah,
And
so if you
make
haven't
sure-
updated that for a little while, if you've changed a
Yes.
phone number, if you've changed an email address, they need to know that because Ting's probably going to be reaching out if they haven't already to say, hey, we want to make the pre-installation in your homes, right?
There is no special contact for Ting. They have to just inform our resident services. When resident services updates the information, Ting gets it automatically. Yeah.
Okay. So, and in terms of this installation and what Ting's doing, this has all been pre-approved. HOAs, everything's been taken care of in terms of like how this is going to happen, the best routes and things like that. So there should be no surprises in terms of when Ting's going to be in your neighborhood, what's going to be happening, those kinds of things, right?
No, correct. I mean, the backbone now has gone through phase 1 and it's going up now into phase 2. They're getting the pre-wire moving along in the phase 1 and the service activations. I believe that they've got a production line set up that there's going to be like 4 machines running at the same time that is going to make it so that we're going to be ramping up even more so. It's like right now it's just been like the beta testing and seeing how this thing works, and now we've got the process all fine-tuned. And in 2026, the movement is going to be much faster. We're going to be activating like 50 a day, maybe even more. So there's going to be a lot of traffic.
As efficiently as possible, and if we get good cooperation from the residents, I'm sure we will, once they get used to it, to know that this is happening. This is a very simple job for them. They're going to pre-wire the building. So when they come to your unit, they're not going to take more than half an hour, maximum 40 minutes to finish and go. So, and they will help to set up. So please move your
Get everything ready.
Yeah.
Prepare as much as you can.
Correct.
Well, yeah, they might not know where it's going to come into
Right.
their unit until the guy shows up and he sees where the drop is. And but I mean, and the Ting is not there to like unload a closet so that they can get equipment in there.
That
There's
is
been
true.
some requests on that. I mean, they're going to maybe move a
can't
little
move all my
something.
fine china
No,
and
no,
the
no.
cabinet.
They're not going to do that. They want to. They're going to drill. They bring terminate. Going to test. And they're going to install and plug and play, and then show you on 2 devices as to your new. You're going to make up a password and a username that for your unit. And they recommend using your unit number as your unit name,
Right.
and then a simple password. But I mean, they're going to show you 2, and then it's up to you for you to do the Wi-Fi connection for any other devices that you have. And then when the DirecTV Gemini boxes come next year, shipped to you directly to your house, you will then plug those in and go through the menu on the TV and finding that Wi-Fi unit, and then putting in there's some numbers that we sent to you that will allow you to be able to activate that Gemini, and you'll be cooking.
When you say Gemini box, it's the same or similar to like a Roku box or a cable box.
Yeah, it's not much larger than your cell phone.
Correct.
Right.
It's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, we've had it.
I've seen them. We
You've
had them
seen the
set. Yeah,
Gemini.
they're
Like a
not-
little envelope.
They're little travelers. You can actually, and the crazy part about that, I remember we talked about this.
Correct.
You can take that box with you on a vacation and
4
watch
times a year.
Yeah, that's
Your
crazy.
account follows you, which is pretty cool.
It's amazing. Actually, what we're getting is really awesome. If we can understand all of these details, this is terrific. Because for the price we are paying is like amazing.
And even the internet service, in terms of internet, what we have now, in terms of what they pay for to get like the level of internet to
I was
what is
about to
coming with
say
the
that.
standard is an incredible increase, right?
I was about to say that. I in fact mentioned it in our meeting yesterday that the internet is going to be like your rocket speed as opposed to the Fiat car speed that we have right now. Yeah, it's not bad, it's good, but that is going to be really fast. If somebody is a big user, it will be amazing. for
Yeah.
them, yes.
So people who've had the buffering issues or they're having
Correct.
trouble downloading things and why is this taking so long, a lot of that's just going to go away with
It
the new
is.
installation,
All
right? Yeah.
All will go away.
So it's
yeah.
not just it's not one for one. It's not apples to apples. This is really a major. It's a bushel of apples compared to the one apple you guys were using before.
That is true. Yeah.
What are some of the frequently asked questions that people have, or some of the things that people come to you guys kind of over and over again and say that what their concerns are, what their worries are, cost wise, and those kinds of things?
Well, the latest one was, my I have to pay double for, for Ting and West Coast, and that's not to be the case. It's going to cut off. In fact, you're going to be getting Ting for free from the time that they come in to the end of 26. They're not going to bill us until
Until the
January
transition,
27.
the cutoff line is complete and everything like that?
And then,
Okay.
and same thing with the DirecTV. They're shipping out the boxes, August, September, and you're going to, you put that online. You're not going to get a bill from them until I think that comes in December, which gets paid in January.
I want to thank you guys for joining us today. Lots of information. I know we'll have you back because the questions are going to keep coming, and the clarification is a great part of that. So thank you guys very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back with a movie preview. Stay with us.